Coast Nation, Sanbonan Bafetu. Welcome back to Football Friends with me, OQB. Now, in today's video, I want us to look at, the possibility of Coach PITSO Mosimane coming back as the new head coach of Bafana Bafana, and also whether it means Kaizer finally the players will have, a spot Lapana good national team, or maybe what I'm thinking right now, because it is a problem. Might be a problem for us, especially Kaizer Chiefs, and we might have the same cycle over again. But before we get there, please do make sure that you like the video and you subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you click the bell notification if ever this is your first time, seeing Football Trends with QP. So, as I've said, or as I've mentioned, this is what I want us to discuss on today's video of it in terms of Coach PITSO Mosimane. Now, Coach PITSO Mosimane, as currently things stands, from my understanding, I believe SAFA have, appointed him as the new head coach. Hopefully, they will make announcements if they haven't made announcements, because I haven't seen the announcements. And despite that, he's someone who is not unfamiliar with Bafana Bafana. He worked there before, but he was an assistant, and unfortunately, things just didn't go well, So, despite that, he's back right now, and he's the new head coach. Hopefully they will announce. But then we did have a problem back then with players, especially Kaizer players under the spell of coach Hugo Bruce. Our players were not given a chance. Let's be honest. Now, people might say, yeah, but let's be honest. Performance at club does not need to affect an individual performances. Because thinking about it, people have been saying, yeah, but because this and this and this and that. We had a player like Russian Totally before he got injured. He used to get, the call up for the national team. Begatli is a total chance, you understand, despite everything. But right now, as I'm speaking with you, going back to Yaga coach Hugo Bruce, he never selected most of our players. I only tried to select Brendan Peterson and few players. Masegio Valley season Nakona, I feel like he was at all-time pressure. Njengoba sisodlala i-World Cup, the FIFA 26 World Cup. Despite that, for me, honestly speaking, remember what happened, why Coach Hugo Bruce, most people think, is one of the reasons why he ended up not going, not selecting players from Kaizer Chiefs, is because Kaizer Chiefs once called him. They wanted to hire him, but at the end of the day, they decided to hire a different coach. So people are saying, yeah, should you for that role he was looked for, but never got the job. So maybe this is why he decided, I'm not going to select players. Well, there is someone else in between, but it's fine. Moving on, looking at Coach PITSO Mosimane. Now, people might be assuming and saying, okay, definitely since Coach PITSO Mosimane is the new Bafana Bafana head coach, that means definitely our players will be getting the chance, the call up. Let's be honest, we have good players. We have good players who can be able to play in the national team. Even now, we have made good acquisitions. Langalele Pili, as much as he's not perfect, he's great. Is an incredible player, and I feel like he can add a lot of value to the national team. We still do have, defenders who can be called for the national team. Okwini Kalaba, they can do very well the national team. But now the problem is, remember, Coach PITSO Mosimane is not a coach esingazange simfune. We did want him before. Simfonile, but now I'm seeing the same situation that happened with Coach Hugo Bruce. We have interest in him now. I'm not sure if we did manage to talk with him in terms of that, because it looks like we never made an official offer to Coach PITSO Mosimane, but he was there on the list of coaches that we wanted to, that Kaizer just wanted to sign, understand? So he was there, and looking at that alone, to think, okay, Kaizer just wanted to sign me, but they never came forward. They always said, and okay, rumors, always there, rumors with, okay, Kaizer Chiefs are interested, but never officially put out the word. Hence, he's been saying they know where to find me, they know who to call. He's a coach who's been in and out of Naturena, trying to, I don't know what he was doing, but obviously he was there supporting his son, honestly speaking. But at the end of the day, I even spoke about they had a lunch with Jessica and Opobi Mtaung, and they talked, about the plans of the club, which is quite interesting, coming from the coach himself speaking ngaleyo ndlela, but then at the end of the day, he doesn't get any job, anything from Kaizer Chiefs. So that is the fine line. But all I'm saying is, for me, Sobona ngabafethu, but chances are the same situation that happened with Coach Hugo Bruce might be the same situation that is going to happen with Coach PITSO Mosimane. As much as he's an incredible coach who can be able to spot, great talent, he can be able to combine very well. I do feel for the sake of our players, we should not get our hopes very high. We will see. Because at the end of the day, as I've mentioned, there's players who deserve to be there. Yes, it's a bit early right now to speak about the players who need to be in the national team, but you can see glimpses of players. Obomabo, those other players as well. They're doing very well. They're doing exceptionally well. They can be able to play for the national team, but at the end of the day, it will depend of what the coach wants. And also, there is someone who's working Lapana as an assistant, whom obviously might not be going anywhere. So with him being there, there's a huge possibility, because I've been hearing what he does have influence also in terms of the squad selection and all of that. So we will see Bafetu. I think September we might be playing our first game for the AFCON qualifiers, and then we will see from there with which players are going to be selected from this new head coach. Is he going to select based on performance or favoritism? Well, I don't know. That's it from me. XM Chita story on that Argentinian striker Rodrigo Omendi. To be honest with you, there's nothing that is concrete coming from my side in terms of Omendi. When I asked about him, they said we don't know anything about that. So it's just rumors for now. Let's leave it like that. But if obviously there is something that is happening, I will be here. Snap, and I will make sure I give you those updates as much as I possibly can. But for now, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. The only thing that we need to focus on is Itlable too, and what are we going to do with the crisis left back, and moving forward, focus on the league. But for now, nothing is concrete in terms of Rodrigo Omendi. That's how he's pronounced, by the way, because Timang Yenza more research. He's an incredible finisher, but we do have someone like him in our club. So chances are the rumors are not true at all. Those are the chances. I'm not saying it's accurate, but the chances are like that. So we will see. We'll see as time goes on. But for you too, let me leave you. Let me know what you think about Coach PITSO Mosimane. Do you think he's going to try and select players from our club, or should we just forget about players going there?